Hey, what's up, people? This is my first YouTube tutorial, and it's going to be on sampling in FL Studio. I want to show you the easiest way I find to chop samples using FL Studio and assign them to your MIDI controller, either the keys or the pads on your board. Um, I had another video on YouTube, and I've had people asking me, how I do it, and it's really pretty easy. So I just decided to make my own tutorial. I figured out how to do this just using tutorials myself, so I hope mine can help you. First thing you want to do is make sure that the MIDI controller is communicating with FL Studio. You want to go to Options, MIDI Settings, and just make sure if you've installed your drivers correctly, then under the output here, the name of your controller should pop up. Here, in my case, I'm going to be using the Axiom 25. You want to send that to Master Sync, and then enable M1 and M2 right here. From there, we want to get up Edison, because that's what we're going to use to sample. We're going to use to chop our music in. You go to the any arrow here, select, it's at the very top, Edison. I'm not going to click on it because I already have it up. So I already put an instrumental piece of music in here. And instrumental music is really great to sample from, because there's just so much potential, and hopefully, I don't have much time in this video, but hopefully I can show you, give you some demonstrations on what I mean. I already got it marked here. But anyway, the second thing you want to do is go to plugin database over here, generators, drum machine, and you want to get the FPC. This is what we're going to use to arrange our samples. And it's really great. It's by far the easiest way to do. There's other ways to do it, but this is by far the easiest way we want to do this. When you first get up at the FPC, it has a bunch of different percussion instruments on there. We want to make it empty, right? So we go to the arrow at the top left, presets, empty. So now we have all empty pads, free range. So now we're ready to sample. Okay, so this is what I got up here. I'm going to I'm not going to play from the start, but I'm going to play a little bit so you get the idea. Okay, so from there, when I first heard that, there's one part that stuck out to my mind initially, and it's right here. That was kind of cool. So I want to sample that. So what I do, I took that I chopped that out, and you go here to the far right where there's the horn or whatever. You just want to drag it into any one of these pads. They're all empty, so anyone's good, but we're going to keep it simple. So I'm just going to go to the first one, and now after highlighting that, I've got it. I just drag it in. That's what you want to do. You want to highlight and drag. Whatever you have highlighted up here in Edison is what you're gonna apply to one of these pads when you drag it. From there, we want to go to this area right here. This is big. This is, I think, this took me a long while to figure out, and also it took me quite a few tutorials to figure out. But we want to make sure this is cut one by one. Okay, we don't want it to sound like this when we want to go freely from sample to sample. I only have one here right now, but when you have it all chopped up, you could have samples applied to every one of these pads. You want to go from pad to pad freely, and you want the pad to cut off as you go to the next one. You don't want it to keep playing, otherwise you're gonna get that sound. It's kind of annoying. You want to go to cut one by one, okay? So then you got more of a, you know what I mean? That's huge. That's big. So that's the first thing you want to do. Second thing, we want to put it onto our MIDI controller, whatever you're using. I mean, like I said, in my case, I'm using the Axiom 25. So with whatever you're using, you want it to be assigned to the pads or the keys on your board. It's really easy to do. Where it says MIDI note here, that I've highlighted, you want to click on that, and then you want to go over here where it says Learn. Click Learn. Now, anything I press, any key, any note I press, or any pad, I mean, it's going to be assigned to that key. I'm going to choose the first key on my board. There we go. I mean, it's as simple as that. From there, I mean, I'll try and do a little demonstration. I set up a little bit of a beat here. I kept it real simple, and usually I like to come up with a beat in the FBC as well. I want to assign a kick and a snare and a hat and whatever, and then come up with something myself on my controller. But for the sake of this, we're trying to keep the shit simple, right? So came up with a little something here. The idea. When I'm sampling, I like to use the pitch bend a lot on my MIDI controller. A lot of MIDI controllers have them. In the Axiom 25, there's a pitch bend right here. It's really great to manipulate your sample, or change the sound, take the pitch up a notch, take the pitch down a notch. I mean, it can really contribute to making a beat real, make it sound, let me show you. I mean, talking is crap. I'll just show you what I mean. Okay, so you get the idea. Yeah, I marked a few things in this one track alone that I liked, and I'd like to show you kind of as demonstrations on how chopping samples is easy. I want you to have fun with this as well. So if you want to check out the continued video, go for it. If not, I hope this helped. All right, peace.